This is a Philco Model 38. It runs on batteries, so that's why it's called a farm radio, because this is about 1933, and it's not uncommon that the rural areas do not have AC power. Looking at the three small knobs, the one all the way to the left, that's the volume control. The one in the center, that is the band switch, and the one on the right is the on-off switch. Then the larger knob above those is the tuning knob. Here is the wiring diagram of the radio, which I got from Nostalgia Air, and I have supplied a link to the download of this diagram in the Show More of this video. If you look over at the lower right, this is the power information. We've got an A battery, 2 B batteries, and 2 C batteries, and this is how they're connected. This is kind of hard to read, so I retyped it, and it's a little bit easier to see. And here is what those connections look like. You can see that I have them labeled, and there's quite a few connections there. It uses almost all the battery connections on a battery eliminator. If you look a little up from there, there's the speaker, and the arrow is pointing to the magnet. Now here is a look at that magnet. It looks like a big bow tie. That is one pretty large permanent magnet. Now next to that, what's driving that speaker is one tube, but notice that this tube has two parts to it. So we actually have a push-pull output here, but just using one tube. Basically, we've got two tubes in one here. Now looking all the way to the left, the arrow is pointing toward the volume control. So this variable resistor is actually shorting out the antenna to lower the volume, or not shorting it out as much to raise the volume. Looking at the center top, you'll notice that the intermediate frequency is 460 kilocycles, or kilohertz. Here is the back of the radio, and all the stickers have been torn. This one on the left, there's enough there to tell me that it was a Model 38, and these other two stickers are on the chassis itself. Now it's time for a demo.
CBS News Update, I'm Dave Barrett. Frequent traffic updates, mornings and afternoons. Heads up for a crash in the median.
Sleep in the park if you're heading home.
News Radio 680 WPTF.
After another record-breaking year at Diamonds Direct, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for your continued support, your confidence, your trust. It's never something we take for granted, and we pledge to work even harder in the months and years ahead to exceed your expectations. And for 2017...
This is Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Sarah was looking for a job, but wanted to stay local.
That's right.
First, she built a giant satellite, then launched it into space to send a signal transmitting her resume. This did not lend Sarah a job, but it did start a war with the Zarkon Nebula.
I went too far.
Yes, Sarah went too far, but you don't have to go too far to go far. TriangleHelpWanted.com only posts local jobs, so employers are way more likely to respond to your application and offer you a job. TriangleHelpWanted.com.
Are you paying too much for your Medicare Part D prescriptions? At Walgreens, that's a question you won't have to ask.
Avoid the slow lane. Traffic on the 8s in just a few on News Radio 680 WPTF.
See, Is your electric system feeling sick? Busted fuse? Need a switch? Give us a call or find us online. Call the doctor, the Vault Doctor. 919-336-5984.
Disasters rarely strike between 9 and 5. In fact, more than half of all emergency patients arrive at hospitals outside normal business hours. That's why North Carolina hospitals and health systems are prepared to care for our communities 24 hours a day.
Thanks for watching.